the cameras came on, we were just talking sports. Whitfield sports, NFL's right around the corner, about to start. The crazy part is, like, Whitfield sports seems like it was like yesterday for me. Like, we're talking about my cousin, people from Jeanette. If you say Jeanette, we all know who they're going to say off top. You say Jeanette, you know, the prior experience. You say this area, they're going to say Justin Shagog, they're going to say Josh Lay, Mike Lundy, Revis, Ty Law just got in the Hall of Fame, I saw.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, congratulations to Ty Law.
I just saw that.
PA alumni.
That's what's up, yeah. But yeah, just talking about the state of sports in this particular region. Like, this time of year going into it, probably like the best time of the year. Got every football is taking off right now. College, Steelers. Hopefully Pitt does something this year.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up though. Pitt, please do something, but you've just let me down so many years.
I think this area might be a WVU area, because I'm seeing a lot of a lot of ties, Aliquippa ties to West Virginia now. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people posting WVU picks from, you know, their family members. Russell Shell. Yeah, he'll be playing there this year. Who else they got? They got a couple other guys down there. But one thing I wanted to touch on with the sports for a lot of people is when it's a good time to let it go.
Yeah.
Like, you played football, high school, college, a little after college. You know, I played high school, college. The thing is, man, it's like Al Bundy.
Yeah.
It's good to reminisce, and it's good to reminisce about the old days, and I was a Whitfield legend, but some people, and it's scary because that's all they have to hang on to.
Thank you.
A lot of dudes are stuck. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that they think that was the high point of their life.
It's like they never switched to the next gear. They stayed in that gear for that long. Like, it's like whenever I like go home, or even around here, especially around here.
Yeah.
It's like you see people, they still know their stats, you know, of people they played against in high school. I'm like, didn't you graduate in 98?
They know yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at a barbershop, yeah. He was like, you're number 54, yeah. I'm like, I graduated in 2000, and you're older than me.
They know yours. Like, it's good in a way, because I'm like, man, there's some
I appreciate it, yeah.
There's some sports buffs.
Yeah.
But then in a lot of other ways, it's like, you gotta, it's different chapters.
Yeah,
man.
like, you can tell.
One.
Yeah. It wasn't, they just know that because they literally think about that every day.
Oh, yeah.
They think about, like, and it's like, don't get me wrong. High school was fun. Sports was fun. Sports is fun to partake and watch now. But you got to let it go after a while. There's newer and more, even just more fun
avenues. And
and that's another thing too. Like, when it comes to sports, and especially, I wish that our culture will kind of pick up on this. This isn't the 1970s where, this is the only way out, you know, this is the only way to make money and do something. Like, there's so many different avenues to make money, to make more money than playing professional football.
Without injuring yourself.
Yeah, without being
crippling yourself for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so many people...
We bank everything on, we're going to make, our kid's going to make it. So we start prepping it's like prepping our kid. You're going to go to the NFL. You're going to go to the NFL. Well, what about his education?
Yeah, I don't think...
That's to be number one. Sports is a distant number two.
I'm waiting to see some Facebook videos of, and honestly, of people showing their sons or daughters holding up the report cards.
Thank you.
I'm tired of seeing videos of, and no disrespect, my son is tall, he's big, he should be, everybody's like, he should do this, he should do that, but I'm like, right now, force a kid
Thank you.
into you can't force a kid to love sports.
No.
And there's some kids out here now who actually like
Yeah.
have the love.
That's all
for
they
it.
want to do is,
Yeah.
is play sports. But like you said, you can't for either they have it or they don't. You can't try to live your dream out through your kid. You know, like it's like my dad always told me, Jordan, that's good. You're good at football and everything. That's cool, but you got this.
Yep.
This is all you need.
Yep.
This is all you need right here. And you
Yep.
know what? He was right.
Yeah.
He was exactly right. I'll definitely make more money
Mm-hmm.
than a majority of the football players.
My high school coach used to tell me that. He used to say, Matt, pull me to the side. And he was so honest. Shout out to Coach Cortez. He was so honest. He would be like, the chances of you making it to the NBA are slim to none.
Yeah.
He's like, and I
It's
love
like hitting
you,
the
so I'm going to
lottery.
be honest
Yeah.
with you. But
That's a
you're
good coach.
charismatic. You're a people person. People come to you.
Yeah.
You have a good personality.
Mm-hmm.
Use the sport to benefit you.
That's
Don't
it.
be somebody who lets the sport use them, and then you forget you have natural talents
Yeah.
that were in you before you actually started playing the sport.
Thank you.
That's why we see athletes now, and they don't know what to do
Yeah.
after they quit. After they quit,
hang it up. Yeah. They're completely lost because everything revolved around sports, and that's the thing that's sad because you see, and it's a shame because you see it more prevalent in the poor neighborhoods.
Yep.
They don't understand. It's like, okay, for instance, we have some of the Beaver Falls, Aliquippa, Jeanette. All these
yeah.
these schools have a lot of kids that are coming out that are really good at sports. Who, that's great. We push them, and the community loves it. But look at the communities; they lead in every negative category.
Those are the communities, Ambridge, like you said, around these parts.
Yeah.
Stowe Rocks.
Yep.
What? Clareton.
Yeah.
Great
Football
football, basketball
teams.
tradition,
Crime play.
but they're never in the top 5 academically
ever.
at all.
Not even top 20.
They're not even no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's like we push, we get behind the wrong ball.
Thank
like,
you.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Like we start pushing the wrong things. Oh yeah, he play basketball, play football. He's failing everything. He is not prepared for life. All we've pushed him or her to do is know how to dribble a basketball or run a football. So they are not prepared for life. Let's look at the statistics. How many people have gone to the NFL that we know of around here? We have Revis, Pryor, Baldwin, and had actually lasting
had
careers.
A
Lasting
long-lasting
career.
career might have been. Well, Revis is still playing.
Yeah, Law.
Law and Sean Gilbert from
Yeah.
Aliquippa,
Yeah.
and
That's it.
that's really
Yeah.
about it.
That's it.
I mean,
And we're talking a legitimate career, not I
I'm
played
talking
3
about,
years.
Yeah, not like I went
2
to
years,
training camp and made it.
Yeah.
I was on TV at this preseason.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a relevant
A legitimate,
5 to 10 year
where you can actually
span.
Exactly, like a career. Anything you do, and that's the thing about people don't understand about sports. You do something for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. That's not a career.
No.
A career is something that is over a span
Yeah.
of time. 5 to 8 years. That's not even a career.
No.
I mean, that's just
That's like
not. that is
what's the average
this small.
average running back's career?
3 years.
So you figure you're coming out of college, you're 22.
Mm-hmm.
You get drafted. You might get in there when you're 23.
Yep.
You're done by 26,
Yeah.
27.
Yep.
You still got your whole life.
That was this much
to
to your
go.
life.
And
Yeah.
like just like you said, the one thing that makes me mad, I don't stress sports to my son.
I never will.
When you're that young, I want you to get comfortable with schoolwork
Thank you.
and having a regiment and a routine.
Thank you.
When you come home from school, and a lot of people are their argument's gonna be like, "Well, my kid already got that," and that's fine. But I'm saying overall, I see it every day because I coach sports, 3rd and 4th grade sports. One thing I would love to see, and I'm starting to see it a lot in Aliquippa now with the mayor they got. They got a good mayor over there turning things around. Not so much in Ambridge or whatnot, but I went to Quaker Valley and it was different because, I mean, they stressed grades. They did. If you weren't at a 2.5,
Yeah.
you didn't play at all.
See, and that's the way it should be.
There was no, well, you're good. So no, there was the athletic director. He came to you before the game started with a sheet, and he said, "Matt, you're good. Jordan, you're good. Dude, you're not playing tonight." And that was it. I mean, there was no lobbying.
Yeah.
I've read that the crazy part is, and not to take shots on any community, I read this in the city one. The reason why the city didn't merge with the Whitfield a couple of years ago, because the grade point average down in the Whitfield schools was too high. So they didn't want to lower the city actually lowered theirs so kids could play. Theirs is like 1 point something now. Yeah. The city, and you can Google it, believe me, or I'll put a link out. Yeah, the city schools, maybe 3 years ago, they lowered the grade point averages so kids could play sports. And I'm like, what example is that?
That's the thing that blows my mind about it, because you see communities that are just crime plagued.
Thank you.
High in teenage pregnancy, everything. Some schools even have a freaking daycare, and they will care less as long as we are putting up W's.
Putting up a banner, hanging a banner.
Yeah,
up.
every
State champ.
Yep.
Whitby, as long as we make it to.
We can't even
Heinz
spell
Field.
our. Exactly. We can't even spell our mascot, but it's okay because we're winning. And then it's like, it's a shame because, okay, let's look at football. There's 11 men on defense, 11 men on offense. So, if, let's take for example, okay, Revis, he went. That's one out of that whole team. Where'd the rest of the kids go afterwards if they don't go pro? So if they don't have an education, you're pretty much forcing me.
You're creating someone to get ready to come back into.
Thank you. The
environment that you don't want there.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere else
There's
to go.
nowhere else to go. So I will pretty much, I'm almost guaranteeing that I will be another product of my environment. I'll be in the penal system. I'll steal drugs. I'll have tons of kids at a young age.
I'll do what I have to do
Yep.
to survive. And
Yep.
the thing that makes me mad with it is when I read the article in the city about the city schools, I'm waiting for a follow-up article or a rally from parents.
Thank you.
To say we're not having this. My son or daughter's not playing.
Yep.
There was no outcry from parents.
Yep.
I have kids now, so yeah, I'll be the first one after school.
I can, to be honest with you, I could even care less if my kids good.
Thank you.
As long as you have this,
Thank you.
like, look for instance, and I'm not one to ever boast. I believe in being humble, but look at the stuff we talk about. Well, look how many avenues there is that we talk about. To if that's all you're about is money, that we can go.
Yeah.
That we have the opportunity to go. Not even including our regular career jobs.
Like you have a job tomorrow morning that you'll be at.
Yeah. Like, I mean, think about it. There's tons of different avenues to make millions of dollars if you're willing to actually work at it and put some thought and actually learn. People want to actually, they get behind football and basketball and sports because it's fun. We love games. We love entertainment.
We love to follow the team and root. We love rooting for the underdog and having pride. I mean, I love Quaker Valley.
Yeah, and I love Jeanette. Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's over.
It's done. That chapter's done. Like when I go back to high school games, basketball, football, I mean, it's cool to say what's up to, to people. Hey, great. But the best part is when they say what's up and they say, what are you doing now?
Thank you.
Actually having something relevant to say.
Thank you.
Or, hey, I went to Pizza Roma's with this guy's like, hey, you still in the city? You still working down here? Blah, blah, blah. You still doing this? So, yeah, I don't want to come back and they're like, so you still reminiscent.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
still stuck in the mid-90s.
Yeah, that's
you
the
hit
thing
that jumper.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
never moved on after that.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the highlight of your life.
The cheer
It doesn't
stops,
get
the
any
buzzer
better.
stops, the lights go out in the
Yeah.
gym.
The cleats are hung up.
Like, if you want to do something that bad, and like I said, I know so many dudes out here that were stars, like in high school. I was just a B level player. I know so many dudes that were stars now. Well, do something to inspire the next generation to be better than you.
Yeah.
Pull them to the side and be like, "Oh, look, I might not have went to college and panned out, but let me give you a blueprint so you can go to college. You
You
can
don't do what I do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's and actually do something. If you go back to your community and you made it or you did something, don't go back and do the knucklehead stuff that makes your community whack. That is,
Thank you.
go back and help out.
Do
your
something that's
community.
relevant.
Yeah, yeah. Don't. I hate when people go. You see people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he didn't forget where he's from. He just got arrested doing
Yeah.
something in his old neighborhood." It's like, how are you helping your neighborhood?
Don't
How are
do-
you giving back?
Don't do something that kids will like. Do
Yeah.
something that parents will like.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
easy
don't
to
buy
come
'em-
back and
thank you.
pass out sneaks and
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Jerseys and stuff like that.
Do
Yeah.
something that parents would like.
Buy them a book. Buy them.
Get some books for the school. Get backpacks for the school.
After school program. That's my goal. That's my goal. Whenever as time goes on, to be actually to have a community center in my hometown.
The crazy part that you just said that, and I'm not. Nothing we do is scripted or whatever.
Yeah, this is all
the
on the
crazy part is not that you said that. My cousin Justin and me, Shagar, we talked, and this was maybe, I'm gonna say 2 years ago. And I told him, this was like 3 years ago. I said, my dream, my goal, I'm not from Ambridge, I'm from Leedsdale, Swickley, but I live in Ambridge, been here like my whole life. I said, my goal is to have a community center, to open one, because it's not just to leave like a legacy behind for my kids to see, but for kids now to make a difference.
Yeah.
To be like,
Give them something to do.
like so many of us will make excuses. I mean, you can get mad at the kids for hanging out.
Yeah.
But parents are younger, they're at work all day.
Yeah. And kids gonna hang
They're
out
not
somewhere.
going to sit in the house.
Thank you.
I mean, mom and dad are at work from 3 to 11.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the old days when everybody worked from 9 to 5.
Thank you.
And as expensive as it is, a lot of them got to work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And that was my goal. And me and my cousin Justin talked about it. It's crazy that you said. I don't even think I told you that. I had the blueprint. I went to. I was at Highmark working. I went to the CEO. He's not there anymore. Skin dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to the CEO. Hey, football practice right there.
Yeah.
Got the van out, taking the kids. I went to the CEO at Highmark. I wrote a business proposal, something I never ever did. You could probably write. I didn't know what I was doing. Wrote out a business proposal. Met with the CEO and his partner, and they were like, "It's great, but if you start it first, they don't fund businesses unless they've been
Yeah.
running for 2 years."
Mhm.
So I was like, "Wow!" But just a lot of people, and I know so many dudes have all these ideas. Like, put them to use. That's why I'm always like, "Holla!" I mean, let's sit down.
Exactly. Don't literally. I think a lot of dudes sometimes too, a lot of people in general, they just feel like this is the best, or they're scared to move on to another level. Like when you see people, when I see certain girls out and they still talk about like high school events as if they were
Talk
like
about
yesterday.
the prom. Like, you went to the prom in 2000.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. It's just like, come on, man. It's there's so much more life has to offer than high school.
Yeah.
High school is literally, it was fun. It was a
It's
good,
like a blink of an eye,
yeah.
and it's over.
And the college is even more fun. And then it's even more fun as you get out of school, because you know what? You continue to progress as a
Thank
person.
you.
And what was fun these last couple years, you're on a different tip, and now this is fun. for you.
Yep.
And you're gonna move on. And now we're married with children, and that's fun.
And that's
going
like
out and
fun
watching
thing.
them doing that. You know
Watching
what I
your
mean?
daughter crawl, watching her about to walk.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like it's amazing. And make that attempt because the sports came natural to us.
Yeah.
You know, you picked up a football and you had an arm or you had the legs and you could run. You knew your role on the squad. I'm the quarterback. I knew my role on the hoop team.
Yep.
I could shoot.
Yep.
I ain't passing, but I could shoot.
Yep.
And a lot of us are scared to step out.
After that.
And you could be great.
Yeah.
Like that's
You
the
could
crazy
be
thing.
anything. You could be, yeah. I mean, you might be, you might be a doctor, a lawyer. You might be an analyst or any. There's whatever you want to be. But I think a lot of people, they just get hung up in where do I go from here? Okay, I don't know where to go, so I'm just gonna stick with what I know,
With what I know and what I've done.
what I've always done. And that's the thing about life. What I've learned and what I've learned from successful people who have assisted me in where I am and also too and where I'm going and my father and mother, you have to be able to try new things.
Oh, definitely.
You have to be able
Definitely.
to step out and say, you know, for instance, our show. We were doing just fine. Like, but it
Yeah.
was like, you know what? This is something that looks like fun. Let's try it. If it sucks, it sucks.
And it's like
And
if
it
a
doesn't,
million
it
people
didn't, yeah.
watch it or 30 people watch it, like this here, and people will think like, okay, oh, they went to high school together or they grew, you know. No, he's from Jeanette. I'm from here. We met through the grace of God, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I see so many people today's post saying about you got to have the right team. And a lot of, you got to look at really like your team. Sometimes, and that's how you have to deal with your friends like a team. Sometimes you got to cut people off the squad.
Oh yeah.
You really do. I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot of dudes like my team. And hey, sometimes you can have a 2-man team that can beat a 5-man squad.
Yep.
Any day of the week. All it
Yep.
takes is one bad player on the team.
That's it. One cancer of the team, and that's it.
And it's over.
It's over.
That's one
Chemistry,
Terrell
everything.
Owens in the huddle. It will mess up the whole locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
Like serious. But as far as trying new ideas, like I always tell dudes, and they think like a lot of girls, guys, they think like we were trying to come together and like make a whole bunch of money. And I'm like, at the beginning, I was just like, even you were like, it was just like an idea. It was an idea on the bus, first of all.
Yeah.
Coming home from work, catching the bus home. I'm like, every day we talk sports, politics with people in general. And I don't think a lot of people know what their gifts, what they actually do well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people actually know.
And they don't try anything new to actually know what they will or will not succeed at.
Thank you.
Like, like if you have a passion and that's something that you really want to do or try, you're not failing if just because you don't maybe succeed at first. There's a thing called failing forward.
Thank you.
And every time that you go out and you try something and it might not work, you're getting that much closer to your goal.
Yep.
Because you're going back to the drawing board. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this. There could be no. Take a break. No. Yes.
Yeah, because
You're getting closer.
I see so many people, and that's why I know we're on the right track. I'll see people on the bus, and they'll say, "I can't wait to check out what you guys are doing."
Following,
and then you'll get messages or inbox from people, and they'll say, "Keep doing what you're doing." And then the best one I ever had was some lady. She said, "Every time you shoot a show, you're getting one step closer to achieving you guys your ultimate goal." So
that's powerful.
yeah, she's like, "I don't know what your ultimate goal is, but every time you do one of these shows, that's getting you one step closer." And my thing is, yeah, like dudes are like, you can make money, and I'm like, you can make money at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to have
Money's
something
secondary.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Something that
We're
I
trying
can
to make a
actually
difference.
have a good time doing
Yeah.
it like this. Like, this is not work. I don't get to work like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
This
I
is
don't
not
get
work.
to...
And it's one of those things where, too, like you said, whenever we first started, we said there's too much negativity out. There's too much of everything pushing us in the wrong direction. There used to be a time where you counteract. Perfect example. Look at the female artists that are out nowadays. You have Nicki Minaj, Iggy Azalea. All it is about, I'll get more and more naked. I'll get more and more sluttier. And you always had that, but you always had that counter. You know, you had Lauryn Hill.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank
You had other artists that were out. So okay, you know what? Yeah, you have the
Little
more raunchy
Kim,
side. Yeah, the more
but
raunchy
you had
side.
Missy. You had
Missy. Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. And
Yeah. Left Eye. Like, you know, people that, okay, you guys are on that tip, but we're on this one. We're on a different
And it's
total
still
tip.
cool.
It was, yeah, and it was
there's
still
room for
great.
everybody.
Yeah. Now it's one track, and that's what's crazy to me. Is music nowadays. Like, whatever happened? Like, the music nowadays, and I know obviously we're getting older, and you know your parents used to say, you guys' music sucks, but they even like some of it, you know, they just didn't like the cussing as much.
Thank you.
But no, I'm only 33, and the music that's out nowadays sucks.
Yeah. There's
Dudes
not
can't
really-
sing, they can't
No.
rap. It's like,
To me, I always look at it like, okay, if music is supposed to feed your soul.
Yeah.
It's for every mood that you have. There's a song that
Yep.
you can put. You can put a workout song on.
Yep.
You can put a slow jam on and dance with your wife in the house. But today, if the other music back in the day had the meat and potatoes and the vegetables, this music now is all sugar. It's not good for you at all.
exactly.
That's why, and I'm dead serious.
It's shake wake music.
Thank you.
That's it. It's
Thank
shake
you.
wake music. It is terrible.
Like, I'll tell my son listens to the rap music I grew up
Yeah.
with. Like, he's
That's legitimate.
Tribe Called Quest, you know, stuff like that. It's like, it's just, there's no, when I was growing up, and I hate to compare the generations, but the rap music, there was still corny rappers. There's
Yeah.
always been some corny rappers.
It's a
But
one-hit wonder,
yeah, the
yeah.
difference is there was rappers who had an appreciation for their culture, their race. Yeah, Public Enemy was like watching the news.
Yeah.
They made you proud to be black
Yeah.
when you were younger. They kept you
Creative.
informed.
Yep, exactly.
And they were still good. And you know why they were good? Because they had white people who liked their music too.
Yep.
And followed them.
Yep.
And they were out here talking about the government did this to them and that. And but they still could pull everybody in.
Yep.
And nowadays it's just like, when I look at like Nicki Minaj's album cover, I'm like
why'd you have to
what's
do
the
that?
point?
Yeah, why'd you have to do that?
And the thing about it is not to make it a racial thing, but you're never going to see
No.
a white artist
Yeah. You're never gonna see Celine
do
Dion.
that. Thank you. You're not going to see Iggy do that.
Yeah, even Iggy. Yeah.
She's not going to come out on her album cover like that.
Butt naked.
But
And that's the thing about, like, too. It's like, are you selling music or is this borderline porn?
And I would say porn.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you might as well be naked.
Thank you.
For one.
Thank you.
Like,
Just that little bit of clad that you have on. Just, you might as well be naked. Like, and that's the thing about it. It's like, if you believe in your talents and
They'll
you're
sell
selling,
yourself.
why are you selling? Yeah, like, it's like, okay, well, you know what? Somebody else came out who has a hot record.
thank you.
I want to top them. So instead of using my artistic ability, I'm just going to use my body.
That's like, and there's women and men. Like, Missy could drop an album tomorrow and go platinum
Thank you.
based off of
Thank you.
based off of her talent.
Thank you.
Even though some people will say, well, she doesn't have the body for it and whatever.
She has talent.
She has talent.
Yeah. She actually has actual real talent. Like,
Like,
she doesn't. That's what makes her so good, because she doesn't
She
have.
doesn't have to rely
She doesn't
on
have
it.
looks, but
Anything.
she can
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, she can pull it off. Like, I mean, and that's the thing about it nowadays. It's like, it's almost like you don't rely on your talent. People don't, it's like, don't rely on your talent.
That's the
rely
last.
on your
That's
ignorance.
the last thing they rely on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Rely
you
on
can be
your
the
ignorance.
smartest person in the world.
Yeah.
But as long as you can embarrass yourself
Yep.
and be cool with it,
Yep. You can make
you
money.
can make some money off.
It's
of it.
like, it's like crazy when you see even the younger generations now. When we were young, it wasn't cool to be broke.
No.
Like
No.
now, dudes
No.
will be. They don't
It's
mind
cool.
being broke
No.
at all.
They don't mind as long as. I have a problem with that is when I see young dudes that are content
Yeah.
with being on the bottom. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I hate to see you when you're out of
Thank
high
you.
school.
Thank
when
you.
you're a grown ass man.
Thank you.
I don't want to see you then.
Thank you.
Because if you're content with being on the bottom when you're 15, 16, dude, it's scary. I
Yeah.
see so many dudes now, and I'm like, so what are you gonna do after high school? You're gonna, go to college or trade school or whatever. And I'll just work at Walmart or Target I'm like, that's something you do when you're in high school.
Yep.
You can do that
Thank
now.
you. You can do that now.
Yeah. I'm like, you can do that right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me. I'm like,
And it shows you where the priorities of society have gone. Like before, when we were coming out, you go to college or you go to a trade school. You do something to acquire a skill so that you can
you
earn
can
a
use
living
it.
and actually
Somebody will want to call you.
Exactly.
To pay you.
Like you can actually earn a living and make some money for yourself. Nowadays, it's like, for one, who cares if I'm broke, as long as I have some J's.
As long as my shoes are clean,
Yeah.
and I got a haircut.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. You see girls spend racks on their weave. Meanwhile, their kids at home eating DVDs and drinking their tears. Like, it's crazy. It blows my mind. Like,
You see it every day.
every day, it's like, wow.
I
The
remember.
priorities are gone.
I remember growing up, and Nas used to be like my favorite rapper, and he said the problem with us, with black people, is we think that Jordans and the gold chain is living it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
It's like, that's all? That's it? That's all you want in life?
Well, I don't need a house.
I made it, yeah.
I got an apartment with a whole bunch of shoes in it.
I got a studio apartment with a 50-inch screen TV.
And
that I can touch with my hand from my,
That's the
couch.
sad part, man. That's why I challenge dudes to step out. Like I told my wife the other day, I said, I love doing this show because at home people know me for, growing up, people only knew me from Quaker Valley for playing hoops and being funny. And when I was in college, they knew me for playing hoops, and kicking it with the girls and clubbing. And I was like, I want to be known for something greater than that. And she was like, I know you for other things than that, and you have other talents. And I'm like, well, she's like, why not parlay it? And the crazy part is, I tried to start a blog on my own years ago and just quit, because it's harder. It's great when you have a team or a teammate to push you.
Yeah.
And I tried to start it then, and I started it, and then I'm like, it ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like so natural, and I'm like, I always egg other dudes on.
And you
like,
failed forward. Like, look, you got that, by you trying that, got you closer to what we're doing now, and we're having success, And I did the same thing. I had a blog, did okay, and it was like, what, I like this, but this really isn't this really isn't, a passion, and it kept moving. I mean, you do your job, and I do computers and stuff, and that's great, but your passion is what fuels you.
Yes.
It's what gets you up every day, and just like your body needs exercise, your mind and spirit needs exercise.
Work.
Yes,
work.
exactly. It needs something to push you, and if you get lost in your passion, you'll find yourself in your passion.
Yep.
I'll
find myself some days at work. I'm doing my work thing. If my supervisor ever watched this, I'm doing my work thing at work. But at some points during the day, I'm like, I'm on this because I know, like, I love human resources, working in HR right now. It's fun. It's not a passion of mine, but it's fun, and I know it now. So it's not like I can come in, know what I have to do, knock it out, but
exactly.
I'm sitting at work with notebooks, writing stuff, ideas down for this, looking on Facebook at people's thoughts, people's problems, community concerns, and I'm like, man, you know, getting different ideas. Like, this is, like you said, driving me right now. Like, this process, and from this show to, I got a couple of dudes. Happy birthday to my man Keenan. Today's his birthday, big homie from Ambridge, young man. You ain't 18 yet. You 17. Embrace that.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Enjoy it.
Once you enjoy, like I told him today, I said, enjoy it, have fun, be safe.
Yeah.
But talking to the younger kids today, they're waiting for the next part of this. Like, we have phases to what we want to do. Like, we want to take it to another level and another level. And then you have people actually waiting on the next level. And that keeps it exciting.
It's interesting. And we love talking to you about it.
Yes.
And we love you guys talking to us about
Thank
it.
you.
You know, that's something that it was like when we started that, all of grad school and everything that up to that I had done and everything, it went out the window because it was like, I'm glad I got it and everything and I graduated, but it was like, this is what I want to do.
And this
is fun.
It's
like,
fun, and then like it's
and
fun.
It's helpful.
Exactly, and that's it. That's the major part. Like, people always think, as black men, people always think doing the right thing. You get labeled like it's corny to go out and want to make a difference and chase your dreams,
or that you'll be broke,
and like,
or
oh,
that
they're doing it, but you ain't getting no money from it. It's something. The way it makes you feel inside, like the first time somebody ever said, I'm proud of you guys, keep doing what you're doing. God doesn't give you any mirages, like I said.
Yeah.
So you know it's real.
Yeah.
If he put it in front of you, you're going to feel it, touch it, taste it.
Yep. It's going to happen.
And it's
exactly. And the thing is, like you said, when you go out and you make and you do that and you do what's right and you make people and you invest in people, and that's the thing people don't understand. When you give, if you want to gain and you want to be the wealthiest person in the world, give.
Go for it. You have to give first.
Yeah. Give the people.
Experience the other side.
Yeah. And it's like, whenever you do that, when you invest in people, it comes back around and they'll invest in you. You know, and that's what it. We have made it this far in life, and just off of just working and doing everything right. Imagine now.
Imagine a year from now.
Thank you.
Imagine this time. What's today? The 6th. Imagine August 6th. I think it's the 6th of 2015.
Yeah.
Imagine in a year from now.
Exactly. I mean, never in my wildest dream would I have known that. I mean, I always thought, okay, I'm in grad school. I finished grad school. Okay, I go to this, and I did that. And now I'm doing this, and now I'm, now I'm at the job I'm at now. And it's like, okay, and then it was like, all along, it was just like, okay, I'm trying this on the side, trying this on the side, because there's other avenues. I know there's something's missing.
Yep.
I'm going to keep trying until I find out what it is that's missing.
I couldn't get it. Like, I was with the lot carrier. I'm like, oh, I know I love working with kids, and I like making a difference. I like mentoring, and I like that whole aspect when we were in North Carolina when we were younger. And so I came home, I worked at Holy Family, I worked with younger kids, and it was cool, don't get me wrong. Felt good, but I'm like, it didn't feel like enough. I feel like I wanted to, okay, if I can impact one kid, then why not the family? The mom, the dad.
Thank you.
The roots. Just get to the core.
And that spreads to the community, and then the community changes the city. And that's the thing that was great about this show. It was like, okay, we see how you can make it negatively. If you're willing to sell yourself out and completely look like a buffoon and talk reckless and pretty much perpetuate every stereotype that is out there for you, we'll pay you for it.
And one thing I want to address to people watching, that I wouldn't be here if he was like this. He wouldn't be here if I was like this. You will never catch me or him, this man, ever, and people can take it however they want, pitching you any false dream, any scheme, any scam.
Yeah.
I'm not coming on here
We're not out here
to
trying to sell you. Yeah.
or sell you any falsity at all.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see me, I'm at home. He's at home. I'm not on some island smiling, faking it. That's real life.
Yeah.
That's how you should be with your family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll never catch me on the low
Exactly.
asking you to
buy this,
or I'm not here to promote anything but something positive. I'm not here to promote a business. I'm not here to promote anything like that.
Yep.
I'm here to promote
Positivity.
equality,
Yeah.
positivity.
growth. Yeah, we're here to promote mankind.
Yep, that's it.
We're trying to push, and by us pushing, we're pushing ourselves, and you're pushing us. You're holding us honest to what we talk about.
Thank you.
You know, and that's what it's all about. I mean, that's the beauty of it, because when, like you said, when people come up to us and give us compliments or say, hey, you know, I really appreciate what you said. That made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to try that. You know, or sometimes people come up and give us advice.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? You guys do this well. Do you ever think about maybe this or that? You know, and that's the beauty of it, because you actually see from you giving, somebody's giving back to you.
Yeah.
You're investing and somebody's investing in you. And I think society, we put such an emphasis on the financial gain that we don't actually take a step back and look and see, okay, money's great, but how am I impacting the mindset, the culture, society, my community? How am I impacting them? If I'm making money and I am making it off of negativity and just whatever, and I'm not helping, I'm just pretty much
making it off the sweat of others.
I'm raping, you know what I mean?
My community
or my whatever it may be, to get, you're robbing.
To get my riches.
You're robbing them.
Robbing the weak to try to get stronger.
Exactly. And you will not prosper.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you will not prosper off of pain, off of people's pain or ignorance or exploiting.
Yeah.
Everybody has their day. Everybody has their day. I mean, and that's all. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
But everybody has their day where you will atone for that, and what goes around, it comes around. So
it's you will never catch us pitching someone something.
Oh, yeah.
If I holler at you or he hollers at you, it's to have a conversation with you.
I'm not a salesman.
I'm not coming at you promising you anything. And people can take it how they want and be like, oh, I know you're talking about. I'm speaking in general, because people came at me like that, and I'm like, come on, man. Like,
no disrespect, but don't come at me. I'm a business analyst. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't sell. I don't pitch.
No.
I don't do anything. We have plans. We have financial advisors.
Yeah.
We have life coaches.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Exactly.
But no, thank you. Like we're
I,
not going to have this on that show. That doesn't fit the forum. We are here to not sell you anything. We are here to try to give you something.
To give back
and what
through honesty.
Yeah.
Because everything I've said about myself on here, I've done it. Everything he said, he's lived through it. I mean, if I said I was that dude who was talking to more than one chick at the same time, I wasn't always the good guy. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We're not lying.
And some of you know, he's not lying.
Yeah.
Because you were in the club drinking with me.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It is what it is. You know, life is about, like you say, it's a phases. You know, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like about it is, it just goes to show, like, you know, give back, and actually people will give into you, and money will come, and riches and everything. That's a side effect.
Yeah. That's
a side. Anybody who you've ever seen who is successful from musicians, to top line musicians, to entertainers or sports, what do they tell you? My passion, the reason I did it was for my love of the sport.
Look at Mark Cuban. He had 1 million businesses before he bought the Dallas Mavericks.
Thank you.
Like, you work.
Yeah.
He grind. He had to grind.
Did he get kicked out of college?
Like, you have to grind.
I mean, you have to work at. Bill Gates failed. Steve Jobs was in his He started in his garage.
Like, if you look at success stories,
You gotta work.
the main thing is you got to work, but the other thing is it's possible.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
have to believe that it's
yeah,
possible.
it's
And
possible.
understand you're gonna get told no, but just because I'm told no does not mean that it's not possible.
Like, I feel like we're a success now, but to add that FUL at the end of it, that'll come with more time,
Yep.
more experiences. This is opening up more avenues.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yep.
Like, you have so many different avenues. I mean, I can't. You all know you got sports avenues, everything. I mean, it's just like they just keep rolling, and that's why I always want to tell dudes, like, just try, because you never know. Like, I mean, one, it might just lead into a hobby that is a stress reliever
Yeah.
for you, ease your mind. Dude,
It's
you like
something you
talking
enjoy doing.
sports, or you
Yeah.
like talking politics, or you just like talking trash. You know what I mean? Just try it, and
Yeah.
you never know. Like, I didn't think, okay, well, I can't even lie. I believe in my man. I believe in myself. So I knew it was going to work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
we have to work.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
what
It's not
people
gonna
don't
happen
understand
overnight.
is, yeah. And what people don't understand is his daily routine is he's still changing diapers, making formula. You know what I mean? He's
Trying
still
to go to
getting
the
up at
gym
6
when I can.
a.m.
Yep. Exactly.
Going
Yep.
to work.
Yep.
I mean, I got off of
Same
work
with you.
today, got home at 5:30, jumped in the shower,
Yep.
came here. So, and it's a beautiful thing. Like,
Grind.
yeah,
It's
you have
grind.
to want to.
Yeah.
Like,
if you,
honestly.
Yeah, exactly. If you
Yeah.
don't want it for yourself, nobody else will. And like
No.
you said, that's the thing about it. We believed from the gate that we would be here. Like, we believe that it was no question of whether, if it's going to be successful. It's just, when will it be successful?
Thank you. And it's in the road.
That's the mentality you have
Thank
to have.
you. Exactly.
You know,
Like,
you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that there is no other avenue. There is no other outcome that
success
will
is
be
the
successful.
only thing at
Yeah.
the finish line.
That's it. That's it. Yep.
That's the only
Exactly.
finish is to be successful. Like,
That's it.
the one thing that really made me know was going to be successful, like, from outwardly, is when we didn't even do anything. We hadn't had a video out. We hadn't had a show out. I would just be at work, and people would be like, tell them the idea, and they'd be like, you're going to smash them. That's it. When are you quitting?
Yeah.
When are you quitting your job here?
Yeah.
I had one girl who works in human resources with me. She said, in about 5 years, you're going to need an HR person to work for you. And I went to college for it. I have my degree. So you can hire me.
Yeah.
As long as I can work from home, and I'll work for you.
Yeah.
She said, but I already know. My manager now, my boy Kyle, shout out to my man Kyle. Every day, he tells me at work, dude, I already know. Like, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
And you're going to be successful at it. And he tells me the same thing. He's like, if you take as much passion as you talk about it with, like, this project, he's like, you speak about it. I can tell from the joint that you love it, because you talk about it like you're doing
All
it.
day thing. Yep.
Like you're
Exactly.
doing it. Like you go to CBS and you got cameramen around you,
Yep.
and this camera 5, camera 2.
Yep.
He's like, dude, when you do it and you think about it, as long as you keep that passion and you stay true to it. And there were bumps at the beginning, obstacles at the beginning. Obstacles, the good thing about obstacles, you get them out the way,
Yep.
and you can keep moving.
Yeah. Exactly.
So-
yeah. You run over them and you
Yep,
keep moving.
and you
Like,
keep
yeah,
going.
It's just
So-
like a speed bump. And that's the thing about it. I mean, and that's, if there's anything that people take from our show, and even from this episode, is to try new things. Don't be afraid to go after things, and don't take no for an answer. Just because you're scared to try something new,
Thank you.
don't revert back to what you know. Because if not, that's where that's the
You'll
ceiling.
always be back to square
Yeah,
one.
you'll always exactly.
Don't
That's
be
the
what
ceiling.
society wants you to
Thank
be.
you. Yeah. Don't be that hometown person that's That's all they do is every Friday they go to the same bar, talk about the same topics, with the same people, with the same drink. Like, don't be that. You know what? Try something new. Wow, these birds are brave. Holy crap. This thing's gonna attack us. But anyway, you know, try something. Don't be afraid to reach out and try something new and shoot. And you know what? Believe in yourself. I'm going to have success in this. And you know why I'm going to have success in this? Because I won't stop until I have success doing this.
That's the only thing I'm going to settle for.
Yeah, exactly.
When you make success your only option, and put the work in, just put the work in. You don't need a studio.
Yeah.
You got a living room, a basement, a porch.
Yeah. You have a heart,
you got whatever.
A mind, that's all you need. Make it happen. You can make it happen.
You don't need startup. And these days, you got to limit the excuses.
Yeah.
With the way the internet, you have everything at your fingertips.
Yeah, like you said, you have the internet.
You have social media to promote yourself every day. You can tweet about, you can do anything. Like now, I think a lot of people have gotten spoiled because there's so many avenues. People are getting scared to try because they might be successful.
Yeah. I think a lot of people. Yeah, I think a lot of people are scared that, hey, you know what? I might try this and actually be good at it, and I'll stop doing what I always did.
And then people expect me to stay great.
Yeah.
So I
don't know if I really want to aim that. Like honestly, shoot for something else. Don't be the person who's still talking about the high school glory days. Make your own. Make some new glory days.
Thank you.
Make. You know what? Make some glory days for, you know what? Whenever I was in my 30s, I conquered this and took over this. My 40s, I did this, and keep it going and keep aiming higher. But don't put a ceiling on yourself.
Yeah. Put a cap on your goals.
Yeah, exactly. And also keep your priorities in line. Yeah. You know, don't have everything focused on one thing like sports or something like that. When the picture is so much bigger.
It's huge, man. This is just this show right here. There's like 2 or 3 other projects that we're working on right now besides this.
Yep.
So don't shrink yourself and be like, keep yourself in a box. Like, well, I'm a dude, so I can only talk about sports, or I can talk about it, whatever, politics. But do your homework and research and grind, and because the one thing people always say is our presentation and we speak well. You can't just talk. Yeah. And
we rehearse.
Yeah. There's validation in what you say and how you say it, and how you sound.
You don't want every word be, what I'm saying? Or,
yeah,
something like that. You sound real crazy. But hey, we know it's getting dark, and we both have kids and families, so we're gonna go home. But as usual, this will be up, and we'll be, like we said, 2 a week, and we're gonna keep up the work. And thanks everybody for supporting us.
And check us out, Twitter, Facebook, inbox, any comments, jump on YouTube, subscribe, leave a comment. Please. Fellas, trying to get a round table, talk some sports, you know what I mean? Fantasy football, holla at us. onevoice.jg.mg at gmail, send the emails out. So we're going to wrap it up. It is getting kind of dark out here. And it's 8:40 out here. Yeah, somebody's dog broke loose. So, hey,